and back over. The second, either with the band or with your dumbbells, thumbs towards the ceiling, squeeze it up and up. And then the third, I want you to stand. I want you to walk it down. If you need to drop your knees, that's totally fine. Come down into a push-up, push it back up, and then walk your hands back up to your feet without standing up. Bring it back down and walk it up. So we're gonna go through those 3 exercises 2 times. This is just your warm-up to get you guys ready for the rest of the workout. We're gonna do 55 seconds. There will be 15 seconds in between. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I'll have you grab your bands and go. So really take your time with this. You really want to warm up the muscles in your back. Squeeze. Bring it up. We have 25 more seconds. Good, so either with your band or with your dumbbells, I want your palms up towards the ceiling. When you bring them up, I want you to try to think of your hands as weightless. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades. So squeeze, so your hands should be nice and relaxed on the weights. Good, you have 5 more seconds, then you're gonna put the weights down. And you're gonna come to a standing position. When you put your hands down, I want you to bring them as close to your toes as you can. You don't wanna like reach out and like throw your body. So hands down, walk it out. Lower yourself down. And walk it back up. Just nice and easy. You have 24 more seconds. All right, we're going back to the band pull apart. So open, up over your head, squeeze, bring it back up. We have 10 more seconds. Good, either with your dumbbells or your band. We're going on to scaption. Remember that your thumbs are up towards the ceiling. When you bring this forward, you don't want it to be here. You want it to be about halfway between here and here. So squeeze it up, relax your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades. Good, 25 more seconds. Haley, where's your man? Oh, hey. 5 seconds. All right, we're gonna walk it down one more time. Lower into a push-up. Being on your knees is totally fine. So walk it down, lower yourself down. You have 20 seconds. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, there's gonna be 3 exercises. The first thing is dumbbell chest press. Either your legs can be straight, you can have them bent, you can have them up in the air, lowering it down and squeezing up. Then I'm gonna have you stand up and you are going to do bent over rear delt raises. So squeeze, bring it down. So that should be if you have lighter dumbbells. If you have a variety of dumbbells, use the heavier ones for chest press, use lighter ones for this. Then the third thing, you are going to hold the dumbbells right here. You are going to lower one and squeeze. Lower, squeeze. So just think that you're going down and you bring it back to here. Then the other one drops down and here. So chest press, bent over, rear delt, and then the 90-degree bicep curls. 2 times. We will start in 10 seconds. Any questions? everybody up. So bent over rear delt raises. So you should have a little bit of a bend. You can start with the weights about in front of your knees and you're going to squeeze and bring it back. Relax your head and your neck. Linda, try crossing the weights or the bands, and now try it. So you are grabbing your dumbbells. You are going to bring them up to 90 degrees. You are going to lower one, squeeze, lower the other, squeeze. So one goes down, squeeze it up. The other goes down, squeeze. Good, we're going back to chest press. So laying down on your back, either legs out straight or your knees bent or up in the air. Good, everybody up for bent over rear delt raises. Fifteen seconds. Good, and last time with the bicep curls. So bringing them up to 90 degrees. We're gonna lower one, squeeze it up, lower the other, squeeze it up. Make sure that you are not over gripping. Really focus on the squeeze. So like at the top, my fingers are totally relaxed. Twenty more seconds. Good, weights down. The second part, with your weights, probably the same ones that you use for chest press, we're gonna do close grip press. This is targeting your triceps more. My triceps are the bane of my existence. I don't know about you guys. So when you do this, it's like you're doing a chest press, except that your palms are facing each other. Lower it down and think that you want to push through your triceps. So squeeze. Let it come down. Squeeze at the top. Then side raises. If you prefer to keep your elbows bent, you can do that, or bring them out to the side. And then the third thing, you're going to start with your palms up. You are going to squeeze, turn, and lower down. Then you squeeze it up the same way that they were, turn, and down. So however they are at the bottom, that's how they're going up. Turn, down, up, turn, down. Are you guys ready? We will start in 12 seconds. So starting with the close grip press. So your palms are facing, you're gonna lower down and squeeze up. Good, moving on to the side raises. So either standing or kneeling. You can either have bent elbows or straight. So with this, we are hitting the side of your shoulder. Good, so make sure that your palms are down, facing the ground. Three seconds. Good, so now we're moving on to the bicep curls. So starting with your palms up, we're gonna squeeze them to about 90 degrees, turn, lower, squeeze, turn, and lower. turn, lower, they go back up that same way. We only turn at the top. Twelve more seconds. Good, going back to close grip press. Megan Ellerman, try to keep your wrists over your elbows. When you come down at the bottom, move the weights back, like more towards your belly button. Nope, other way. Yes. And going on to the side raises. Good, make sure you are breathing. I also want you to make sure that your hands are not higher than your shoulders. Right here, if you need to bend a little bit so that they drop down, but it shouldn't be like this. Good, last time with the biceps. So squeezing it up, turn, and down. Squeeze it up, turn, and down. Make sure you're getting a good squeeze every time. Squeeze, turn, and down. When you get a good squeeze, you shouldn't be over gripping your hands. "15 seconds. And weights down. All right, the third thing. With your dumbbells, I'm gonna have you lay on your back again. This is working your triceps. These are called skull crushers. So I start with them just like I was doing with the close grip, except now I'm going to slide my arms back a little bit. I'm gonna bend, and my elbows are gonna stay in the same position, and then I squeeze up. Lower down towards my head or the floor, and squeeze. So the most important thing, just like if you were doing triceps on a cable, your elbows do not move. If your elbows start moving, you're making up a dance, you're not working your triceps. So they need to stay stable. That's the first exercise. This second thing, you're gonna need a band. And this is gonna be over your head. So this is going to be like a lat pull down. The most important thing when you do this is I want you to really think about like pulling this band apart. So and I squeeze it down. Let it come back up. And then I'm pulling the band apart and let it come back up. And then the third thing with your dumbbells, this is going to be alternating. So if this is straight ahead, what I do is I externally rotate a little bit, squeeze, squeeze, like I'm bringing this to my shoulder. So we have skull crushers, the band lat pull down, and then the alternating externally rotated hammers. So we will start in 12 seconds. So laying back, weights up, and then shift back a little bit. And then you're going to lower and squeeze. Your elbows are not moving. If you can, keep the weights apart. Don't touch them. Good, Linda, stop. That looks good. Just don't bring them forward quite as much. Just get a harder squeeze. Squeeze, stop. Just really try to straighten them before you bring your elbows forward. All right, everybody up. The band lat pull down. So again, really think about pulling it apart and then squeezing down. If you need to adjust your hands throughout it, that's totally fine. Squeeze, get a good squeeze at the bottom, and let it come up. So you should be bringing it to about your collarbone. And actively pulling it apart and really squeezing. See that shaking? Lynette, don't open your hands. Think that you're bringing your elbows down. Better, just don't keep pulling it out here. Keep your hands in more here. Good, you're grabbing your dumbbells. Turning them out. This is alternating. Get a good hard squeeze every time. Squeeze. Good, so Jess, I want you to think that you're bringing the dumbbell towards your shoulder. A little bit more to the side. So it's down here and this way. Keep turning it. Nope, nope, other way. Nope, like this. Put it to your shoulder. Let it touch your shoulder. Now drop your elbow. Yeah. All right, back to the skull crushers. Squeeze. So when you do this, it does not need to be straight up and down. That's why I have your elbows back a little bit. It puts a little more tension on your triceps. So squeeze. Good, we're going to the band lat pull down. So again, you're squeezing your elbows down and let it come up. So pulling it apart, elbows come down. Lynette, don't add that extra move at the end. You're going like this and then you swing your arms out. Just think, here. Let it come up. Here. Better. Don't do that little move at the end. Yes. And last time. So just bring them down here and turn them out so I can see your hands. Yes, right here and down. Ten seconds. Good, weights down. Grab some water. I just need to reset my timer. All right, so for this next part, I'm going to combine what we just did, but I'm going to mix up the order. So the first thing, it's going to be chest press. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to turn to close grip. And then we're going to go into skull crushers. So it's going to be 3 minutes. So chest press, close grip press, and then the skull crushers. So you're going to be in the same position the entire time for 3 minutes and those 3 exercises. Are you guys ready? All right, everybody lay back with your dumbbells. And go. "25 more seconds." Good, you are turning them now so that your palms are facing, and you are doing close grip press. So really working your triceps and squeeze. Ten more seconds here, and then you are going to skull crushers. Good, so sliding your arms back, lowering the weights towards your head and the ground, and squeezing. Thirty more seconds. Good, weights down. We have about 25 seconds of rest. Next thing, bent over, rear delt raises, then side raises, then the band lat pull down. Fifteen more seconds. Good, moving on to side raises. Forty more seconds. Take your time, breathe. Do a couple reps, take a second if you need to. "15 seconds. Then you are going to the band lat pull down. Good, dumbbells down, grab your band. So you are pulling it apart and squeezing down. Good, looks really good. Ten more seconds, then you get a 30-second rest, and then we're gonna have 3 minutes of biceps, and then you are done. Good, take a breather. So for the last one, it's going to be lowering the alternating. Then the second thing is going to be squeeze, turn, and down, up, turn, and down. And the third is going to be the alternating. So 3 minutes, and then you guys are free to do whatever else you guys are doing. So lower it down, squeeze it up. Five more seconds. Squeezing up, turn, and lower. Squeeze it up, turn, lower. Nikki, I didn't know where you went. Good, so get a really good squeeze at the top. Charlotte, you made it. Good, turn them out. Now squeeze. This is your last minute. Really get a good squeeze. "25 seconds. And you are done. Thank you, everybody. That was awesome.
Over your tricep comment still. That was so funny.
What, they're the bane of my existence?
Yes,
They are. They are my meaty triceps forever.
So good. My arms are burning. Everybody that's on here, before you leave, if you got an email from me yesterday, I didn't mean to spam you guys, but if you are interested in a meal prep class that I'm hosting on Sunday, we are going to be making a breakfast that would be perfect for after these workouts, already made for the whole week. The link was sent out, but I can send it again if you need it. It's also in my Instagram bio. And thank you guys for showing up this morning. Leah, I'm shaking.
I know. Thank you, Leah.
Guys.
Thanks, Jenna.
Bye.